Hello, everybody. I am Professor Pixie, and how long has it been?
Too long.
4 months. 4 months since I touched this file. I'm just gonna go with I had a serious attack of life that I don't want to explain, or we'll be here for the next 12 hours. How about we get back to the game? This is part. Hold on, let me look. Part 19 of our Breath of the Wild Hyrule Compendium challenge. Isn't much of a challenge anymore. It's just finding the stuff where it's sitting in the world. I did a couple things off camera to prepare for today's session, and I have my standard partner here.
Hello.
Yes, the hand belonging to Breakmancy. Alright, we're at Llewellyn Village because I need to check and make sure that something coming up was actually there. Right. As a refresher, we're going to take a look. All of the creatures, all of the monsters, materials done. That was a fun session to just knock those out. Yes. Our last entry was number 240, the Savage Lynel Sword. What is next on the list?
Item 241. A fire rod.
Ooh. Fire Rod. Well, my inventory's rather full, so I'm not going to be picking that up. I need to find something. I had an image of where a fire wizrobe could be found, because in master mode, it, Breath of the Wild, loot tables, no, that's not it. No. Okay, Ah! Oh, not... Okay, nope. Crap. Okay, static loot to your enemy locations. Got it. Okay, it seems like there is a fire wizrobe is marked up near the Skull Lake, so we're going to head up there. Up here near Zunakai. I'm gonna enlarge that for my own use. Excuse you. What? Alright. Okay, if I'm reading this image correctly, it's right about here on the map. Right there. I have my camera covering the entire view of that. Give me a moment. I'm facing the entire wrong direction. I've got to adjust my viewpoint here. I keep putting out, there we go. Better. I don't need to be looking at this. There we go. Sorry about that. I actually need to see my minimap. I forgot that part. Oops. Okay, so the reason I'm going for the fire wizrobe is because it should have a fire rod as opposed to other wizrobes that have the upgraded rod. Ugh. Right. So surprisingly, that's not coming through. Was I sliding? Aha. Alright. Since this is a fire wizrobe, I can take it out with just a single ice arrow. Right. As I said, there's our picture of the fire rod. Now, I've already picked one up before, so it's registered as picked up. Not too far off of where I put the stamp.
Yeah.
So, right around here, you're gonna find that fire wizrobe. And now we need to get to the...
Amiibo.
Ah! See, I know where that one is, because there's all three wizrobes of those types right around here. The Namika Az Shrine. This point, you might be asking why I did not just use the wizrobes around here if I already knew they were there. It's because this is master mode. There's a yellow one. There's the blue one down there. The red one should be over there. Now it's still a fire wizard, which means that still very much works. Just have to make sure you hit your target. Ooh, I've not picked up one of these before. Meteor Rod. I didn't realize my album was full. Whoops. Let's fix that, shall we? I think this is You know, suddenly I think I noticed what uh, I know what I was doing with these seemingly random pictures of people. They just happened to have whatever I was looking for at the time. Including that. Oh my goodness. So I still need that. That should be fine. Delete the selected things, and now I'm down to what I specifically need. Yes. Anyway, got the meteor rod. So you can see I still have that despite.
Next up, Ice Rod.
Okay, here we go back to the map because I need where the Ice Wiz robe is, and that appears to be on top of the Forgotten Temple.
Oh, lovely.
On top of, not inside of. I'm actually gonna go from the Monyatoma Shrine. Alright, so I think I should be able to put it... See, it says it's right about here. That's better. That's a bird. I just slammed face first into a bird.
Okay, Bobby over here needs to settle it. Yes. You can tell I'm old, but you need a reference that I need. Those of you that know, you know.
I don't even know what he said.
I'll tell you later.
Good plan. I'd give you a thumbs up, but both thumbs are currently occupied.
Yeah.
Got it. Right. On top of the temple is better than inside of it. Inside the temple is practically instant death. Unless you're really good at parrying. Or running. Running is also a good strategy. But there's supposed to be an Ice Wiz room up here. The only reason I know it's up here instead of in there is because the only thing that's in there right now is a giant statue, a shrine, and, when I've completed all the shrines, the, Hero of the Wild set. I'm not completing all the shrines. Not in this series, anyway. Look, if y'all want to see me do a 100% playthrough of this game, or Tears of the Kingdom, drop it in the comments. And make it a compelling reason. Hey, I know what to use on this. Lulu taught me this one.
Yes. And of course, if you really want to make me suffer,
Excuse you? Boxes. You saw that, right?
yes, I do.
What the hitbox?
If you really want to make her suffer for your enjoyment, tell her to find all the Koroks.
What did you think I meant by 100%?
I know. I know.
Even if I was just doing map completion, guess what counts for map completion? 900 Koroks! I've got the ice rod. Have I picked one up before? Yes, of course I picked one up before. I gave it to the Korok!
Yep.
I think I gave him the Blizzard Rod, which would mean I have already picked one up before, but no, seriously. I think that's gonna be my thing. What the hitbox? I might have to clip that particular segment just to go. What? Alright. Yes, I teleported back to this shrine. Because if I'm not mistaken, the next one is the Blizzard Rod.
That is correct.
Yow! And everything in this tiny field is dead. Look, Blizzard Rod. Problem solved.
Great. Now go find a lightning rod.
I want to say one of those is up by Zora's domain. Nope. That is not where I have to go. I have to go down south of where you find that goddess forsaken horse. I'll put a yellow pin on it because it's a yellow Wizrobe. Or electric Wizrobe as they call it. After the lake tower. I probably should have opened that chest. Oh well, it'll still be there. I think you can just drop from the sky and obliterate like 5 things before hitting the ground. Now, unfortunately, this one does not have an elemental weakness the same way, because this is not Final Fantasy. Even though Lulu taught us perfectly well about fire and ice. So, there's no corresponding thing for the electric Wizrobe. I'm just going to have to... That is a monster skull. That is a monster camp. I'm gonna go give that a wide berth. I say this every time, that I'm not looking for all of them, and I still keep finding them. I'm gonna preemptively just de-equip my fire arrows here. No point wasting them on that when I can use normal arrows perfectly fine. It's so nice having the entire map complete on the slate. I'm gonna need to talk to some random people. There it is. Drop. Where is it? Okay. Hang on. There we go. Ah. I apologize for the brightness. Ow.
Yeah. Yellow item on yellow background.
Yellow item, yellow background, bright yellow sun.
Yep.
Hey, guess what that means?
Yeah. If you haven't figured it out by yet, folks, then you haven't been paying attention to the video.
Back to Namika Oz for the third upgraded rod. Now, if you're playing on normal mode, these will likely not be the upgraded rods. Although if you've been following along this entire time on normal mode, they probably will be, but that's because you probably killed so many things that it doesn't matter. Hey, I haven't picked up this one before. Thunderstorm Rod. The attempt at picking it up is enough to permanently mark it as known to Link, basically. So it's like, oh, this is what this is. Right, that's all the rods done. I think I'm done touching rods for the day. Not that kind of rod. Don't even try it. Anyway, what's next?
Next up, a vicious sickle.
Okay. Now, for those of you that know about Breath of the Wild, the vicious sickle, you already know what it's held by. For those of you that don't know, we gotta go find a Yiga.
Yep.
Which, I know a real good place to start. I mean, I pissed him off. I took the Thunder Helm back. I've killed Koga. Yeah. Sure. If you've played Tears of the Kingdom, you know exactly why I'm like, why that reaction is there. But I happen to remember that they usually popped up on the way to Kakariko. And if I can't find them here, I'm going to have to try to... This is going to be a lot of... You are distinctly not what I'm looking for. I mean, you are, but you're not. Ow. Thank you. Yeah, that was a case of yes, but no.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
Right. I think I need the ones that are actually disguised as travelers, not the ones that will just randomly jump me. I should have grabbed the horse. Yeah, I still need to talk to. I would still need to talk to the traveler. Not that guy. He's actually named, so he's fine. I said we were looking for Yiga, and one just decides to jump me in the middle of the road.
Yep.
I did say I pissed him off. Ah! See, I knew I left you here for a purpose. Uh-huh. Can we get onto the... Can we get onto the part where you try to kill me? Right. Okay. That's one. I wonder if it's because I left this one sitting here for way too long that he was already loaded with the low tier weapon.
Yep. So...
I don't know, your guess is as good as mine. Next.
The Demon Carver.
Actually, I did get the picture of that, right? Yes, I did. Demon Carver. Basically an upgraded Vicious Sickle. Is what I think that is. In any case, it is also wielded by Yiga, so we are going to find them. We have spent this entire game avoiding talking to strange people. Now we're going to talk to every strange person we see. Not that one. If it has a name, I've already talked to them. B, they're not Yiga. Pretty sure I'm not going to get another one up here. Once I round this corner past the Bokoblin camp where the maracas were, there's not any near Kakariko. Why the heck would they be near Kakariko? Don't answer that. I know there's one near there. It's just side quest specific. Alright. Not here. There's no more there. I could go from Gino and go along the canyon.
Yeah.
Gerudo Canyon seems to be a good way to go for this one. I'm gonna take a quick look at the time here. Oh, we're doing pretty good. The rods were simple since 3 of them were in the same place.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
Hey, oh, that's great for...
Ask and ye shall receive.
That's great for the bow, but we're not looking for the bow.
No, in any case, I've got one strapped on my back right now anyway. And if I wanted the bow, I could just pop my butt into the hideout. I think there's one sitting in the first room. I asked for Yiga. Game's giving me Yiga.
It's definitely one of those cases of you asked for it.
Hey, I did ask for it.
Yep.
I am intentionally seeking them out. I don't do that often. Ow. Okay, fine. Now,
I'm honestly surprised that you haven't popped down Majora's Mask. It's not my fault that you didn't put it on.
no, it's my fault for looking at it in the freaking album and still forgetting that I even had it. But I mean, it won't stop me from finding the ones that I'm looking for. I'm pretty sure it's the ones that are actively disguised. I don't think it stops you in the first place, so.
I don't think so.
We gonna find out.
Yeah.
Not that guy. He's the one that wants a horse and will give you 300 rupees for it. But he doesn't want the big black horse. It's too big for him. Makes sense to me, considering whose horse it's supposed to be.
And there's an innuendo joke, but I'm not going to make it.
Please do not. We are trying to keep this family friendly. Ish. Yes.
Great qualifier.
Ish. Yeah, I mean, like, we're not doing this for literal babies, but
At the same time, we're not like going angry video game nerd on this.
what he said. Oh, no. The angry video game nerd part comes out when it comes out during boss fights, mostly. While I'm looking, would you mind finding a bit of extra researching through our additional sources for the Demon Carver? You know, Zelda dungeon and the like. Because, yeah, I have an idea. Does that idea work? Well, that's debatable. I'm finding ones with bows. I don't need the bow. If there's a static location for this, that would be very much appreciated.
Amiibo foothold is revealed on when they ambush Link after Master Koga is defeated. One way to obtain them is to defeat the foot soldiers at Hyrule.
Oh, okay. So it's... So it's ones that will appear randomly with it.
That's just what Zelda says.
Alright.
Yeah, Ego powers have a base power of 40. The weapon is sometimes used by the Ego foot soldiers, who occasionally teleport near Link after he has defeated Master Koga in the Ego clan hideout. As the world level increases, it replaces ancient sickles.
Okay, so it could be anywhere from that. So it's ones that will ambush. Okay.
Got a couple of potential locations from a post on GameFAQs.
Ooh, yes, good stuff. What we got?
Let's see. Some of the ones that are in the skies, fight with cargoes. Can't find any. Try going to look inside their hideout. Most of their different weapons can be found lying around there. There's a diamond vault. The skies all over Hyrule, north of the Great Plateau, at the Lanayru Promenade's West Gate, and near Kakariko Bridge, to name a few places.
North of the Great Plateau and Lanayru Promenade's West Gate. Lanayru Promenade is the this thing. This thing is the Lanayru Promenade. West Gate? Yeah, Lanayru there. Okay, so it would be around here. I'm gonna see if there's something I can do with, see if there's any in here. I mean, Yiga in general. I think there's probably some in here. Okay, maybe I can't get in that way now. Alright. Up. Oh, that's a problem. Sorry, Holly. Wrong spot. Hey, I'll know if there's Yiga in here. Don't fall asleep on me. Sit up. I'll know if there's Yiga in here pretty quick. But apparently I just can't come in through the back door anymore. I mean, that's fine. It probably reset itself after doing the Champion's Ballad anyway.
Probably.
See, case in point. There's a bow right there. Okay, that's fine. Nope. Well, let's look out here first. Torch. Ah! That's a vicious sickle. So that spot will respawn on the Blood Moon. These two boxes here.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
Shut up, you overgrown feather brain. More torches. More keys. Okay. Okay, so the sickle and bow are out there. Ooh, what's there? Look at that. Another sickle. That's it. Well, I guess no one's here. Don't start snoring. You're snoring. Yeah, no one's here now. Cool. Yoink. Alright. It's eerie, is what it is. Barely. Alright, what's in here? Okay, yeah, this is just... Okay. Every time I play this, I just find something new. Alright. Let's see if there's any in here. I guess just another flippin' bow. Yeah. Just another bow. Alright. No, the fact that the where would it go?
Sorry.
You know, this game is making me pay for the rods being easy.
Oh, of course.
Yes. Alright. It's gonna be this way. No. It's gonna be past the fairy fountain. Of course it is. So, while the bow and sickle can be found in the first room of the hideout, thereby not risking getting caught by Giga whatsoever, the carver is not. Nowhere in there was a carver. Awesome. Yeah. Spotted someone. I spotted someone suspicious. Hi.
Oh.
Yeah, that's nice. Yep. Hey, that looks round. I know that's what I was looking for because I haven't picked it up yet.
There you go.
Ooh. It's not bad. But my Lionel swords are better. Anyway, he's about here. Just go to Taloneg and go there. And what is next on the list?
Next on the list, the one-hit obliviator. One-hit obliterator.
Ah, this thing. Now, this is the thing that you would have seen me use in previous episode. I don't remember which episode. It was whichever one that I was going after Ms. Koshia. You probably saw me use it. I'm not really sure. But point is, this is the thing used in the Great Plateau portion of the challenge, which means it's sitting right here. Right at the start of the game. And I did look this up before to make sure. Yes, you can come back and still get the picture of it after you've used it. See? Eh.
Yep. Now go find a Bukal.
is bright outside.
Well, look at me. Take a nap.
Yeah, do like Z is trying to do right now, and is snoring risking coming over my mic. Not the first thing he's risked coming over my mic today. It's okay.
It worked.
It's effective.
I'm not arguing that.
Still a bit overkill?
Folks, do
Maybe.
you hear me arguing? No, you don't.
He doesn't argue with, he doesn't argue a whole lot with either woman in this house.
That is why I have survived.
Yep. Alright. Now, that being said, I'm actually going to get off the Great Plateau, as I do believe fast traveling in this way does not pass time like it does in flippin' Skyrim. And it does not. So we're going to get off the Great Plateau. The very quick way. Bokoblin arm, you said. Okay. Creepy thing number one. Out of... What's next? Oh, I'm pretty sure that's gonna be, like, up near Zora's domain. How about I go to the... Let's go to the coffee shrine. Don't even think about it, you little candy thief. Wow, that was loud. Alright, I'm gonna put on the, Yeah, I'm choosing this area because it's chock full of Los Alphos in general. So... So I'm gonna look here first, and it's a bonus. Refill on some arrows. Oh. Did I piss you off too? Okay. Anyway. Where were we? Right. This area is full of Lizalfos, so I should be able to get some arrows too. And just not have to buy so many arrows. Because I'm a little strapped for cash right now after buying a whole ass house. Okay, yeah, the duplex bow does not last long, but it's not supposed to. Hey. Cool. Oh. guys come back for that. I don't like using the Phrenic bow. Kind of for the same reason I don't like using the thing, and the zoom on the Phrenic bow just throws me off. It's the timing thing. I win. I did not intentionally aim to hit both of them, but I did anyway. Shut up! Got dark outside real fast. Awesome. Oh, I forgot I was using Amiibo weapons. Get the Twilight Bow. I'll save that one for certain big boys, I think. Ooh! Ow. Okay. Where the heck is... Alright, I'm just gonna go off the beaten off the path here. Okay. Nope. Maybe we go up here. Like... I'm losing the spawn time for these things. Alright. Okay. Give me another location for these. I know what we're looking for. We're looking for the Stella's Alphos. Ah. Really? Does it have to be raining to place I friggin' teleport to? Why?
Hey! Hi. Whoa. Ah.
Alright. What we got?
That was not a good time.
Mm-hmm.
New locations here. Kala Highlands, the Blue Desert, Forge, and Bakara Island.
I feel real stupid now. The Gerudo Desert thing is just like, now that seems obvious. There's the Zelfos everywhere. I'm gonna try this one first. Maybe I can put something else on, buddy? Yeah, maybe I can put some warm pants on. Just... Yeah, there's one. Right, the Zelfos are done.
Go chop down the tree, because you gotta find a Korok leaf. Look, bless me.
Hey, look! Trays. My little sword's about to break anyway. Alright.
Hey. Bless me again. I apologize, everyone.
Excuse me, when did I pick that up? Okay. There we are. Korok leaf. Literally, go find any patch of trees in the game and start chopping.
Yep.
I have to mark this place for some reason, too. I wonder why. Oh. Never mind. I know why. I needed it. I needed to keep the mark for the traveler's bow here. The static spawn location for one.
Yep.
Anyway, next.
Oh!
I just saw one. This stable, right next to the hut in the hut. Or, no, that may have been a pitchfork. I'm gonna check it anyway, and if not, I'm headed to Tano because there's farmers there. I think this may have been a pitchfork. And we are talking about the farming tool, not anything else, before you all get any ideas. That is a pitchfork. Okay. That is not, but it is also not helpful. Alright. To Hateno! And the shrine that everybody hates. Hey, I do solve this shrine in its intended manner. If only so I don't have to flip the board back over when I go for the chest inside. Which I think is actually the Phoenix bow that I picked up. Which might explain why I've never used it. Alright, You are still using a pitchfork. Cool. Aha! Yes, farming hoe. Is that what yeah, this? Farming hoe.
Yes.
Yes. This. Okay, apparently I had an empty slot, so I picked that up. Cool. Next!
A boat ore.
Ooh! This is one of the things I was talking about checking to make sure I remembered its location properly. Boat ore, to me, said Lurelin because it's a fishing village. They have boats, which means they have oars. So, obviously somewhere in this village had to be a boat ore. And I found one. Right here. There we go. Let me just jump to Yawrin, come down here. It's right there.
Now go find a woodcutter's axe.
Now, see, that was at the stable I was just at. The Hamar Shrine stable. I'm mangling these names left and right. Yeah, the Dueling Pigs stable. Yep. Woodcutter's axe. Now this is also sitting on the Great Plateau, right next to the old man, practically. Just in a stump next to him. Near him. So, it's one of the first things you find in the game.
Yep. Now double it.
Now these are also found near stables. When he says double it, he means to find the double axe.
Yep.
These are also found near stables. I just don't remember which ones. So we're going to check a few different ones. And right now. Okay. This is the one that the mushrooms are at. Endurance rooms. Good mushrooms. No, but it does have an iron sledgehammer. Okay.
Well, good. Keep that in mind because that is after the double axe.
Okay, so come back to Ragdoll Hill for the iron sledgehammer.
Yep.
Cool, that means I don't have to burn my butt. Oh yeah. No, not Oya. Oya? Not Oya. Wrong game for Oya. Oya. Rin. Let's just go with Rin. I can say that. Okay. A little chillier than I want to be. There it is. Double axe.
And you already know what you gotta get before you
Yep. The iron sledgehammer. One of the items in the game that's actually quite effective on stone talus monsters. Probably because it's designed for mining. And they're weak to those types of weapons. Go with the radiant shield. Whee! Yeah, the Symin stable is iron sledgehammer next to it. Which is not bad. And actually a more tolerable weapon than the farming hoe, so I'll crave that. Even though it's weaker than the farming hoe. Next!
The giant boomerang.
Oh, no.
I'm looking.
I don't know where to find that. I do not know where to find that. Lizards? I don't know.
Giant boomerangs are commonly found wielded by certain Lizalfos in the Heber Mountains, primarily around Hawthorne's secret hot spring.
Dang it.
They can also be found in west of Pluto.
My video feed froze. Oops. Sorry about that. Whoopsie. Hebra mountain range and...
Yeah. The Heber Mountains, primarily around Gotham's secret hot spring.
Ah! I love that they actually made that, work in Tears of the Kingdom, the hot springs.
Mm-hmm.
I love how they did the depths in those areas. They did them properly. Okay.
like another thing is, at least according to the Zelda dungeon, the most common way of obtaining that numerical coin is by killing the Stalhogs, such as the one on Satori Mountain.
It's not the right time to get the Stalnox on Satori Mountain. I'll try looking for the Luzalfos. Wow! I thought the yellow on yellow with yellow was bad.
Yeah.
I'm just... Why? This is just flying into white.
Yeah. Lincoln Pine, according to the Zelda archive, yeah. Lincoln Pine giant boomerang with additionally Lincoln Pine 2 ice weapons. Ice Dutch Lizalfos on top of the 2 platforms that cover the dolphins to concentrate wielding.
You mean like that?
Yes, exactly like that.
That I just hit one in the back of the head to phrase it to stun it, and then dropped onto it and snake struck its tail.
Yep.
Let's do one more for the day, I think.
The Traveler's Claymore.
Okay. Now, the Traveler's Claymore. I need to check something, because the shrines on the Great Plateau, okay, more specifically the Rune Trial shrines, they all have a Traveler's equipment piece in them. And I believe it's the Stasis Trial that has the Claymore. Because they're meant to be your introductory set for the different weapon types in the game. At least that's my thinking on it. If you don't have these chests available, then you'll need to find it elsewhere, because these are not missable. So these do appear elsewhere in the game. I'm just checking to see where it is, because I need an empty space, so I'm gonna drop this. I'm checking to see if I left it in place. And if it is this one, no, that's a royal shield. That shouldn't be there. That's a problem. That was not a shield. That was not a royal shield before. Okay. That's an issue. I know that's not a royal shield to start with. That says the shrine chest scale with the game. I don't think I have a Traveler's Claymore in here anymore. I might have to go find one. It is somewhere in the game. Otherwise, I would have picked it up earlier to make sure that I had it ahead of time. This is where it would have been. If you are starting out and the game is at a low level, this is where the Traveler's Claymore would be if you have not opened this chest. The fact that this is a Royal Claymore for me means I gotta go find a Traveler's Claymore somewhere else. This is where my progression is interfering with me explaining this to you. Obviously, I did not know this. I thought shrine chests did not scale. I'm learning now that they do. And this is a problem. Because everything I'd heard said that this should be travelers. I'm gonna... Okay.
Also commanded by the swordswomen statues in the Gerudo Desert.
I thought those were rusty claymores.
According to
Zelda Dungeon, it's a Traveler's Claymore?
the Zelda Wiki.
Okay. We'll check the swordswoman. We'll check the swordswoman first. I can find a swordswoman statue. Okay. This is why I can spend hundreds of hours in these games and still find something new. Every time. I'm gonna put the full set on. Because if I'm not mistaken, there's actually someone right... See, like I said, I can find a statue because there's actually, I think, this lady right here. Yeah, this lady tells you to follow where the statues are pointing. It's a shrine quest. And she very pointedly points one out to you.
Oh.
It's just the closest one that I'd seen, but... Okay. I was wrong. These are Traveler's Claymore. You know what? I think I'm confusing it with tears.
That's entirely possible.
That's possible that I'm confusing it with tears. Huh?
Soldier.
Soldier's Claymore?
Yep.
How many more do we
Specific Claymore line, soldiers, knights, and warriors.
Yeah, we're approaching an hour and a half. I think we'll finish it another time. I think we will leave that where it is. I mean, we've got a very interesting freaking... We've got a 70 attack Claymore there.
Yeah.
Okay. And a corresponding shield, too. Alright. Gonna save because games like to like to break on me. And I believe that's where we're going to leave it for the day. Just getting back to the swing of things. We're approaching an hour and a half of doing stuff, and I that. Anyway. I'm Professor Pixie.
I'm Breakman.
This hand belongs to Breakman Z. And I hope to see you all next time. Hopefully back to a regular weekly schedule of doing this. Until we're done. And we'll move on to something completely different. Bye!